So when you decide to become an entrepreneur, that's a big decision, but that's just your first decision. Then you're tasked with making decisions yearly, monthly, daily. And people ask me all the time, how do I make the difference between good decisions and bad decisions? But what I actually think, it's good decisions versus non-decisions or non-actions or being indecisive or being in a state of paralysis. So the one thing I've learned in talking to young entrepreneurs and talking to business people is when it comes to a state of paralysis or making non-decisions, the things that I'm hearing are the market conditions are bad, or how do I know I'm making a good decision for a bad decision? Or I'm concerned I may lose some money or lose some capital. But the honest thing is, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. So you have to make decisions. And sometimes those decisions can be no, but you have to make decisions. So when it comes to myself, obviously I've had to make a lot of decisions over the years. The first decision was I was going to open up my own law firm after being an associate. The second decision was that I needed to be a marketing lawyer, a branding lawyer, an advertising lawyer so clients could find me. The third decision that I came to the conclusion was I needed to hire very, very good trial lawyers, and they were expensive, but I knew I needed to make that decision. The fourth decision I made is going into the practice area of mass torts, which is very expensive, very costly. The fifth decision I made recently was to get involved in the property and casualty space. And recently, last year, we made the decision that we wanted to become a national law firm. Now, if you think of each one of those steps, there was a lot of time that we spent, and myself, thinking about the strategy, the cost of it, the time, the effort. But in each one of those decisions, I thought them through carefully. I calculated all the risks, the time, the money, the effort, and what it was going to take. And in the end, I listened to myself and I moved forward. And it's been the best decision I have ever made. So in speaking to young entrepreneurs and business people and having conversations with them, when it comes to making decisions, what I have learned is they sometimes are indecisive. And they're like, Alex, I'm looking at the market conditions. I'm doing my homework. I'm doing my research. I'm talking to people that are familiar with the space. I'm consulting with people who have an understanding. But you have to put a time limit on yourself because you are the decision maker. You're the CEO. You're the owner of the business. You have to ultimately make decisions. So you have to put an internal time clock on when I'm going to make this decision by. And then once you do that, you move forward. You're always going to have someone in your ear, the lawyers that work with you, your business partners, in any space that you're in, your naysayers, your family, and they're always going to have a good reason on why you should not move in the direction you're moving. And I want you to understand that in the end, no one knows your business better than you do. And don't let people talk you out of making those decisions. Don't let anyone tell you you can't duplicate something, or you don't need another restaurant, or you don't need another location, or in my case, Alex, you don't need to move in different states. And most of the time, what I've learned is that people that are telling you not to do it have not even begun to achieve the remote success that you have had. You have to go with your discernment. You have to go with your gut. You have to make a decision. And once you make that decision, don't back off that decision because there's a reason that you came to that conclusion. So I want to highly encourage everyone to find that place, find the area, find the time where ultimately you can make the decisions and move forward in your growth.